Hey guys, so this video we're going to go in depth on the shin to shin position. It's a position that I get a lot of questions about, so we're going to look at a couple different aspects of it, all right? So when you're entering the guard, sometimes basically the position is I step in and he's going to hug my leg, kind of like a single leg grip, and put that shin on shin, right? So you can come around here, I don't know, like right there. Yeah, so this position here. The problem this poses is as I drive in, often what will happen is the guy will clear my leg out and put me into single leg X. And now this can turn into like different X guard variations, ankle lock positions, heel hook positions if it's no-gi. There's a lot of different problems with letting the guy get that position, right? So a couple things. First off, just really quick prevention. One thing is just be mindful of the foot in general, right? So if I'm here and I don't want to be lazy as I'm stepping in if he's trying to put that foot in front, so I try to put it in front as I go in like that. So sometimes I'll be here and I kind of lift up and I try to step around it, right? That's just a really simple one, right? So I go here, I see he's trying to follow with the foot and I just step around and get in. From here, I like to get my arm, come around here, Adam. I try to get my arm in for like a quick underhook, especially if it was no-gi, and I can push forward and try to go for the underhook knee cut. It's fine, okay? But nonetheless, what's gonna happen is sometimes you're gonna come in, the guy's just gonna get the position, okay? So I get in here and he attaches tight. So once he's attached tight, I can't really step out of it super easy. So my main focus once this happens is rather than trying to finish the knee cut, the first thing is to break get rid of this shin on shin position, right? So rather than cutting, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drive my knee towards the right side. What I like to do is I usually get a hold of this arm if I can when I do this, so he can't like try to underhook my leg or anything. And look, I'm gonna drive here, keep this knee tight to you when I can. Yeah, and I drive this way and I post my hand out here. From here, it's really hard for him to clear out effectively. Now what I'm gonna do, go around the other side, Adam. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this left foot here. See, I kind of contract my right foot in tight, and I'm gonna use this left foot to try to get some pressure to step my foot back in. Once I step my foot back in, I wanna bring my foot really close to his butt or his hamstring here, okay? This makes it really hard for him to come back. Now I'm gonna center back up and I keep my knee on the chest. Okay, there's different variations of this position. The guy may just have a single leg grip, especially if it's no-gi. He may have this lapel fed, which is a really common one, so he's got this guy fed, right? Same thing. Once I come back here, I'm not gonna run the other side. Once I come back here, I need to keep this foot in, right? If I just go here, he can shrimp out and put that shin on shin back in, right? So what I want to do is keep this tight, or sometimes I'll even step out here to kind of jam his leg up and keep my foot in, right? Once I'm here, it's really hard for him to get that instep in, right? Here, this leg is trapped, I'm sitting on his leg, and now I have different options for the pass finish, okay? I'm not gonna go super in depth on the different passes. I'll give you one or two options, but it just depends on what you wanna do. You could folding pass, you could knee cut. So one easy one is just going for an underhook. So what I'm gonna do here is once I've trapped this guy out, I'm gonna dig my underhook and I'm gonna shoot my knee like a nail to the floor here near his armpit, like this, right? I post my hand out high, like this, and I keep my right arm straight. I wanna keep my right arm straight as a board here if he's holding the lapel until I can get my arm super deep. Then I grab the back and drive to break. Another option, go around that side. Okay, so we're here, he goes shin on shin again, right, with this guy. Okay, so another option here, right, is, again, I like to grab this arm as I drive in and lean this way. We go here, we clear this out, step the foot in, right, I come up to the center. Another option is just to go deep on the cross collar. Okay, once I get the cross collar, I can get a little pressure on his face. I cut the knee and post my hand high. This allows me to keep pressure on the face. When you finish this one, you don't want to focus on the neck so much. You want to do more the face, right? If you're on the neck, some guys are just really gritty here and they can turn their head back into you. Turn this way, right? And then even though, keep holding that lapel tight, yeah. Even though you're here doing this, they'll just grit through this and they just clench those muscles tight. You can't really choke them super easy. And some guys will even come up on their elbow here and still go for the sweep, right? But when we're centered, it's so much easier for me to turn his head the other way. Right now I have his head turned. Now when I cut and keep this pressure, he can't turn his head back. And I can lean all my weight on it, torque his spine, and allow myself to get through. Okay, so again, the pass variation or the finish variation you do can vary a lot, right? There's different ways to finish them here. The main thing is just understanding how to disengage that hook in the first place, okay? One more time, we're stepping in, right? So again, if I want to try to prevent it early, I can step my foot up and try to move around, right, like this, boom, and try to close that distance quick. Then it's like we start in the end of the position down here, and now I can kind of pin him with my knee, post my hands for balance if I need to, and go for the underhook or the cross collar. If he's got the feet really tight, like to his hip, like bring your feet all the way in, like this. Here, sometimes the guys are really flexible. They can bring their feet all the way into their hips, like a butterfly stretch. Marcelo Garcia does that a lot. In that case, it's hard to, there's just no way to step inside because there's no space, right? So here, when I step in, that shin's gonna come in, right? Again, we grab the arm, we try to drive our knee to the right. Put him down, use this back foot here, the left foot, to clear out, bring the foot close to the butt or the hamstring, and now it's hard for him to re-get that hook. We can underhook or cross collar grip and go for the pass, okay? All right, guys, so if you have any questions dealing with the shin on shin position or other combinations related to it, go ahead and comment or ask questions. I want some future references for new videos. Also, follow me on Instagram at JohnThomasBJJ. I keep daily updates with different techniques we're working in the gym. There's a lot of small details that come up when you're teaching that are hard to put in big videos like this because everyone messes techniques up different, right? So if you follow me on there, you'll get a lot of smaller details that you don't get just from the YouTube. All right, guys, and if you like the content, as always, like, share, subscribe. Thanks a lot.